After the better part of a week in Los Angeles, the Badgers return home on Sunday for a matchup against the Nebraska Cornhuskers, the one and only regular season meeting between those two teams. It's right back on the road Wednesday night at Maryland, next Saturday at Northwestern. We'll recap the week that was. We'll visit with one of the new members of the coaching staff, Lance Randall, and we'll have our weekly sit-down with head coach Greg Gard. All coming up on this week's edition of the Badgers Sports Report. Throw it to Steven Crow, back to Winter, left of the circle. Kobe Johnson is on him. Now he picks up Blackwell as the Badgers turn it to Tanjay. He'll try a three right side. He'll splash it. John Tanjay, who did not score on Saturday, 3 quick ones here tonight. 2:22 left in the half. 2-point lead, Wisconsin. A throw to Carter Gilmore. Rotate to the Tanjay, left of the circle. Lets it go for 3. Yes, sir. 5 threes in the first half for John Tanjay. He feeds Blackwell. Gets a bump from Gilmore. Turning the corner. Blackwell through the lane. Out to Max. Flips a 3. Left pocket. Book it. Max Klesman's second triple. We're tied at 49. Klesman, high screen crowd. A pass for Blackwell. Takes it off the right wing to the cup and lays it up and in. Strong take from Blackwell. Feeds Blackwell. He'll take the 3. Off the rim short. Tanjay, the offensive rebound. He goes up. Got it. It counts and a foul. The second chance, and the Badgers pay it off. They're back within 4.
This is Wisconsin basketball. Hands off the screen of Crow. Klesman for 3, and he buries it. Blackwell driving right lane line, runs it up and in off the glass. Tapped by Crow, picked up Winter, finds Tanjay down the lane, slam dunk. Slips it in the crowd, low on the left, slam dunk. Finds McGee, low on the left, he'll finish.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors, building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
Our customers have always been our priority.
Our customers are our family, and we want to make sure they know that we'll do everything in our power to lower prices, to be the place that they want to shop.
You're going to see the savings all over the store. We did a deep dive and we took advantage of every lower price, lower costs we could to make it better for our customers.
There's absolutely no reason to shop anywhere but Hy-Vee.
Clear your path to a great career today. Climb to reach your career potential with no loans and no debt, so you can earn while you learn. A Wisconsin Operating Engineer's Apprenticeship is your opportunity to work outdoors and get heavy equipment experience. Partner with your employer for serious pay, great health and pension benefits. Acquire real-world experience while building Wisconsin together. To start your career journey, visit join139.com today.
It's part of life in the Big Ten, and the Badgers are in the midst of it with 4 out of 5 on the road here in this stretch. 2 games in L.A., home game against Nebraska, and then back to College Park, and then on to Evanston as we visit now with Badgers head coach Greg Gard. Recap the Los Angeles trip just in terms of the Badger fans who were there, both in the USC game and UCLA, and then off-court things that you guys had a chance to get to do as well. But it's always good, no matter where you are, to see Badger fans, and they were well represented out there, weren't they?
Yeah, they definitely were. I mean, we had several that traveled with us, and I know some from the Madison area in Wisconsin went out, but also the alums and fans that are out there in the LA area. It was really neat to see them and hear them in both games. So, for the first ever swing in the new Big Ten, I thought we were well represented, and it was great to see so many fans.
Boy, the new Big Ten is right. I'm thinking about the flights that you guys have taken in the month of January. 2 Rutgers, 2 Los Angeles, and 2 Maryland. It's changed a little bit from when you first arrived.
It has immensely. In many ways, not only the locations, the travel, the venues, a whole new officiating consortium that has included West Coast officials. So there's been a lot of adjusting and a lot of adapting and a lot of, familiarizing yourself with all the things that encompass this new Big Ten.
And part of that is an extended stay, obviously, which was the case with the games at USC on a Saturday afternoon and then UCLA on a Tuesday night. But you guys had a chance to do some things off the floor, see a Lakers-Clippers game, and then do some work in the community as well, right?
Yeah, to be able to go to the West Side Food Bank and help them box meals for people that obviously come to the food bank on a weekly basis. It felt just with everything that's been going on out there, obviously there's places of need all over our country, but to be able to help there around the fires that have displaced so many people, and not only displaced the people from their homes, but there's a lot of people that work in those communities and work in those homes that now don't have a job, so to speak. So to be able to help them and help that whole area, we boxed, I think, almost 400 boxes of food and put together items, which our players were amazing. They were awesome to watch them and to help them with this. And we would have boxed more, but they ran out of food, so we did all we could do for that couple hours we were there.
As much as things are changing in college athletics, fans know this, but it never hurts to bring it up again. If it's basketball players, athletes in general here, really, it's important to them to get out in the community, isn't it?
Absolutely, and I think they want to do it. They do things here in the community, a lot of things that I don't even know about until after the fact, but it just helps keep a perspective. They're still humans. We all put our pants on the same way, one leg at a time. There's nothing any different about the athletes. Just because they're talented in one area of life doesn't mean that they can't help in other areas. And our players, like I said before, is just so excited to be there. It was a chatterbox. They were talking about it. Really took that whole process by the horns and did an awesome job.
On a lighter note, and I use the word lighter carefully here because part of the people watching is always a fun thing in Los Angeles. First couple of nights, the Badgers stayed downtown. There was a big UFC event, UFC 311, and a lot of those fighters were milling around, and a lot of your guys had their heads on swivels.
Oh
didn't they?
I didn't realize we had so many UFC fans, and most of them knew everybody. We're getting pictures and autographs, and I had no idea. Apparently I was in the elevator and then standing by an elevator with the top 2 guys in the sport, and they could have been Matt Lepay. I didn't know until I asked him later, like, hey, I was by so-and-so. I was like, oh my gosh, Coach, you were by him? I said, yeah, I rode the elevator with him. He's like, what's the... Okay, I don't follow UFC.
Between the players and Coach Chambliss, Sharif knows his UFC. Doesn't he?
Very, very well. Yeah, it was. That's all he talked about before the USC game in practice. Every conversation was what UFC fighter he had met the previous hour.
Also worth bringing up, and I know Badger fans are taking great pride in the student athletes and their work in the classroom. Now the semester has started again this past Tuesday. That's always a part of it here. But with more and more courses being offered online, I'm not going to say it's easy at all, but the travel here, while has a lot of challenges, it maybe is a little bit more manageable these days.
Yeah, it is. I think, since we've come out of COVID, a few years ago, we've seen a shift and just there's a lot more online options of classes and just a lot more individual pathways to your degree than what there existed maybe 10 years ago. So, the classwork still is important. I'm not a complete fan of online learning because I'm always pessimistic about procrastination, that they put things off, but our players are able to handle it. Obviously, they're in a generation where technology is at the forefront of what they do, and have been able to do a really good job of balancing everything we have to handle.
My wife, who's faculty here, would high-five you for saying that because it's part of it, but she would much prefer being in the classroom with the guys. Badgers on the road this week, Wednesday at Maryland, and then Saturday afternoon down at Welsh Ryan Arena in Evanston to square off against the Northwestern Wildcats. We'll have more to come as we continue with the Badgers Sports Report.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
Dear Winter, we're coming. Our squad of vehicles, with all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive, is ready to take you on. Safety's the name of our game. Bundle up. Toyota.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $319 a month, or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
We continue to introduce you to some of the new staff members. A new staff member, a very familiar name for people who know basketball in the state of Wisconsin. Lance Randall back in the state, 400-plus wins as a head coach, and now here on the staff with Coach Gard. As we're into the season and well into it as we speak here, Lance, but has it been the kind of the homecoming that you were hoping for coming back here to the state of Wisconsin?
Yeah, even more so. I mean, just Matt, the ability to carry that logo and be a part of this program, this storied program, this great staff, and such a great group of guys has been amazing. And then for me, then you add in that so much of my family and my friends are in the area, and be able to share it on some levels with them has been special.
Going from a head coach and now being an assistant with Coach Gard, is it in some ways a relief? You coach ball, but it's never just that though, because there's recruiting and all of that. But has it been kind of like back to roots a little bit? Is that fair to say, or is that maybe overgeneralizing it a little bit?
Well, as far as, I think that it's the same as anywhere you're doing. You're just trying to win, right? It's just we're doing winning things. We're trying to, so any way you can fill in as an assistant coach in practice on the court. And it's been different day to day. You're not in charge of that practice schedule. You're not in charge of what we need or don't need. So I just try to make myself available in the practices, just fill in as we're needed, and then scouts, recruiting. It's a little bit everything, and we're in a new era, so it's such a shifting landscape. So for us, I think we're done a good job as a staff to be out ahead of it. I mean, certainly Coach Gard has been both on the X's and O's side and the recruiting side with the new era of NIL. I think we're on the front end of that, and I think that's been fun to be a part of as well.
And that in the transfer portal, you kind of lived that though in previous stops, correct?
Yeah, Division II. Actually, this stuff is very similar to Division II. And then I obviously haven't coached overseas professionally. This is. I mean, minus the longer term contracts that you can offer, this is very similar to that. But Division II, the immediacy of the transfer, the ability to find another impact player, that's pretty much normalcy, especially when you're in good programs and good leagues, and you need to find players that can help you right away.
You mentioned the international experience. I was talking with Coach Gard about this. Obviously, this next recruiting class, Hayden Jones from New Zealand, it's not brand new here, but Kirk Penny, Andreas Helmig, Marcus Silver now. But from your perspective, Lance, tell about the growth of the sport. I mean, a lot of us, I think of the 92 Olympics, the dream team, those guys, Jordan, Barkley, just rolling over everybody. And that is such a distant memory now, because the international game seems like it has grown so much. Can you put that into some perspective for us here?
I think it's very simple, Matt. You just look at the NBA right now and all the best players, the MVPs. I mean, you're looking at Jokic, you're looking at Embiid, you're looking at SGA with Oklahoma, you're looking at Giannis. Doncic, who is not yet the win, but those are literally the best players in the NBA right now. None of them were born in the United States. Yeah. And so I think it speaks, it's a testament to, how much the game has grown from the source of the United States, but also different styles, different types of coaching have been successful. I think in the past, a lot of times, you take an international, you don't know what you're going to get exactly, because the point of reference from that coach to your program isn't exactly the same as, for instance, if you took somebody from the FVA, you pretty much know what that coach means and what they're saying, what those statistics are valued. And so some of that has leveled with the international because of our ability to scout, our ability to see more readily film available, media, and kind of an understanding of it, of the game and what levels places are. But I think you're going to continue to see the growth. Some of the best players have now been released, basically, for lack of a better word, into our system, and a lot of them are very eager to be part of the college system, largely financially, but also just the experience. This is unique. You know, there's no system in the world set up the way the United States college game is, and I think for them, now that they can afford to come here, I think you're going to see more and more high-end players, go into the Big Ten and the SEC, ACC.
And no matter where they're coming from, I know Coach Gard has talked a lot about how this sport has become a positionless game. I mean, it obviously not across the board, but where bigs here can step outside and shoot the three, and now that's commonplace. You mentioned the NBA, but that's becoming pretty commonplace at the college level here too, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, I would say even 10, 15 years ago, it wasn't uncommon that the good teams had three guys who could shoot the ball on the floor. Two really good shooters and one guy who can kind of shoot. Now it's more common to see 4 and 5 shooters out there, and so obviously you're including some post, or as you said, positionless play. Some of your longer athletes are learning perimeter game, skill, footwork, and quite honestly, they're just better athletes playing longer. We're just getting, the game has grown. I mean, what it took to be a player at this level or any level at the college game 25, 30 years ago is not the same what it is now. I mean, the level of athleticism training that these guys get, and that translates directly to the skill, I think, of the bigs. And again, like the European game is, I think when you look at when the Italians beat us in the Olympics in 2002, I think it was, right? And that was kind of a turning point where in their time there was a lot of drive and kick game, there was a amount of skill. I think we ended up with the bronze medal that year. I think that was where there was a lot of the American system, the American coaches, and it starts at the NBA top, but really the work is done, the bulk of the work is done at the grassroots level, the high school, somebody's dad or mom working out with them. As the information trickles down, that style of game has really infiltrated the American game, and so now that it's kind of a blend.
Let's bring it back closer to home. Again, I've talked with Coach Gard about this. There's the international game, and yet of the recruiting class, there's 2 guys from the state of Wisconsin coming in next year. You know what it's all about in this state, coaching state championship teams. The talent level, it seems like we're on maybe a little bit of an uptick in the state. Is that an accurate statement to make?
Yeah, I think that. I think it's cyclical as it goes, but I think basketball, I've coached in a lot of different states, and I've been around for a handful of different state tournaments, all-star games and such. No one does it better than Wisconsin. I mean, no one does it better. And I think you can look and you can say from the top down, you look at Coach Gard, you look at Bo, you look at Coach Bennett, and then you go to Jerry Pettigrew as the executive director of the WBCA, and that organization does. This state is galvanized. They're organized, and they have a great vision of what high school and youth basketball should look like, and the amount of time without overdoing it. And it's created a great sense of community. And it starts with Badger basketball for sure with the state, and it's created a great sense of information passing down from this program down and from the WBCA out. And then I just think that now some of our best athletes and our best players and our biggest kids are learning the game. And they're learning the game the way it should be played. They're learning to play off of 2 feet. They're learning help side defense. They're not just skill.
The kids they want to be coached too, right? Because you think of this state, it's fundamentals. It's playing the game the right way. And as much as things are changing, as long as these kids want to get coached every day, then this sport's in a pretty good place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in a great spot. And again, you're just talking about great high school coaches, great parents, great kids who want to be the best version of them, and they look here and they see that, they look on our court and they say, hey, this is how you do it. This is how it gets done. There's no shortcuts. They realize that, and that helps us too, because when you can have a state that has guys who are so fundamentally sound and want to be a part of something winning, start something special, which may or may not, as this NIL stuff goes through, may or may not be, may have more mercenary basketball, maybe more me stuff, and you're always working that at any level in your locker room. You're always trying to get, a group focused, coming together, playing for each other. Those are the special groups, right? That it factor. And it makes it easier in the state when these guys have come through strong programs, with great coaches, who have valued winning above all else.
All right, Lance Randall, one of the new members of the Wisconsin coaching staff, and as I mentioned, a very familiar name here. And as Coach Gard said, you grew up in a suburb of Cobb, Montford. He's still using that line, so I guess you just got to smile and nod, right?
Yeah,
That's
right. Yeah.
We'll take a break. More to come as we continue with the Badgers Sports Report.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. One call, that's all.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Asleep, eyes up. Alberti Rimdahl new into this game. He'll miss fire from three, and that's going to ignite numbers for the Badgers. Myers, 2-on-1 quarter on the receiving end.
It's a great job by Myers.
Now 10 to shoot. Inside into Williams, bobbles it. Guarded by Bojan, and that will fall through.
Badgers counter with Sims along with O'Brien and Edwards. Coming in over the line. Here's O'Brien. Shot and a goal! Wow. Casey O'Brien gets the upper corner of the net. And for her, it's goal number 18. And the Badgers take a 2-1 lead. Sims working it around over to Harvey. Harvey back over to Sims. Sims back. Shot and a goal! Layla Edwards fires it into the net for 25th goal of the year, and the Badgers score on the power play.
Dexheimer cut off by Edwards, flings it far side right. Here's Hensler, stick handling, shot, he scores! Wow, what a shot and move by the freshman Logan Hensler. It's 2-1. Through screen, redirected, Dick stopped by Corpy, rebound, Polonachuk denied by Corpy. Great deflection. Now Tyson Dick looking, sauce pass, great catch, Fitzgerald ricochets in! Christian Fitzgerald! Badgers take the lead! He turns to his right, comes up the ice. Far side pass, nice job, Finley with speed, cutting in left wing, tried to tuck it between his bands, he did! Quinn Finley scores, it's 3-2! Oh, what a burst of speed from Finley flying in left wing. He got the angle on the defenseman, found the opening between Stein's pads. His 19th goal of the season, Quinn Finley. Badgers won 5-4 last night, down 3-2. Nice pass. Fitzgerald into Dick, gets the goalie down. Stein lost it. He made the stop, but then Fitzgerald picked it up and scored. The Badgers have two men right wing. Kukinen's one of them. He snaps one off, save made. Botterill with a chance. Loose puck in front. Dexheimer scores. We are tied in Madison. Ben Dexheimer, first goal of the season, comes at a huge time for Wisconsin.
Captivating Toyota Crown family. Toyota, let's go places.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, WEAbenefits.com.
The Badger Sports Report is presented by UW Health. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. And is brought to you by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and respected contractors building Wisconsin together. And by Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of Wisconsin athletics. One call, that's all.
Following the home game on Sunday with Nebraska, it's right back on the road as the Badgers continue this stretch of 4 out of 5 away from the Kohl Center. Wednesday night in College Park against the Maryland Terrapins, and Saturday afternoon in Evanston to face Northwestern. We'll talk to you next week. Thanks for watching.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
At Gruber Law Offices, we take great pride in helping those who have trusted us after a serious accident. Our team has the knowledge, resources, and experience to get you the results you deserve. Don't wait to get the help you need. Make the right call. Call Gruber Law Offices today, proud partner of Wisconsin athletics. One call, that's all.
Our customers have always been our priority.
Our customers are our family, and we want to make sure they know that we'll do everything in our power to lower prices, to be the place that they want to shop.
You're going to see the savings all over the store. We did a deep dive and we took advantage of every lower price, lower costs we could to make it better for our customers.
There's absolutely no reason to shop anywhere but Hy-Vee.